These are the Gatefold Embossing folders by Tattered Lace. I have 4 of them and I'm going to show you some different ways of using them. Each folder comes with its own die and it will perfectly match your embossing folder. The first one I'm going to show you is the Amore. You need to cut your card to 29.3 centimetres by 14 centimetres, and then we need to score it at 7.2 centimetres and 21.7 centimetres. And we'll fold our card and place it inside our embossing folder. Then we go to our crossover machine and we need to make our rollers wider to be able to fit the embossing folder. Simply roll it through, and if you think that you may not have had enough pressure, just go slightly tighter. The card will not have moved, so if you have to go through a couple of times it really won't matter. Remove our embossing folder and you can see we have a nice impression front and back. We take our die and we carefully line it with the edge of our embossing and then tape it with some low tack tape. This is then going to go back through the crossover, but we don't want to flatten our embossing, so keep your number to probably about 6, and that way we'll cut the die but it won't flatten our embossing. And remove this and do the same on the other side. And take a small pair of scissors and just trim the edging. For the fold that I want to show you today, I have already cut another piece and embossed it, and this is in the white, and we simply place that inside and then fold the card. Our second folder is the Palmette, and I want to show you how to do an easel fold card with this one. So we cut our measurements to exactly the same as before, but we only want to score one side this time. And then we put this into our embossing folder and we're going to put it back to our crossover. Now we only want to go as far as the piece that we want embossing, so you can feel the difference in it because it loosens up. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to use our die to cut our shape in. Bit of low tack tape and back to our crossover machine. feel that that didn't cut, so I'm going to take it just a slightly tighter, and then let's cut this down. And there we have the start of our card. We then need to score for our base card. And you could decorate your base as you like. You could use the centre of your gatefold cards, and you can decorate your easel fold. Our third design is our double delights. So again, we've cut our card to the same size of 29.3 times by 14, and we're scoring at 7.2 centimetres and 21.7 centimetres. Fold our card in and place inside our embossing folder. Through the crossover machine. This dial makes it really easy to alter your sizes as and when you need them. And then we pass it through. Giving you a pattern which you could use like that if you would like to, or you get your die. And you can, as you push it up, you can actually feel the edge of where your embossing is. And then we take this back to our crossover. Take our dial back down to about number 6. And just go as far as we need. And again, we have another choice. We could either leave it like that, or we cut our other side as well. These cards can be fastened together using a piece of ribbon and make them as a party invitation or a wedding invitation. They look lovely. Use different coloured cards, and you could mat and layer them as well. If you wanted to have a different colour card here, we could trim this and add this on separately. We wanted to show you how to make a quick and simple rocker card using the Amore. So we get our piece of card exactly the same size as before, and we will score it at 5 inches, because we're only actually going to use half of our folder. So we place it inside your embossing folder, and again we go through to our crossover. Now, the difference that I wanted to show you this time is that we're going to cut through both pieces of our card together. So if we line up our die and tape it down, and then back to our crossover again. Try your first pass on roughly a number 6, because you'll be able to tell whether it's cut or not. But bearing in mind we're cutting through 2 pieces of card, so we need to go slightly tighter. You can see it's cut. Remove our die, and then we have a little rocker card which you can pop your own topper on as you like.